Good morning, dear students. I am teaching chapter 9. Name of the chapter 9 is the soil. Chapter 9, soil. Name of the chapter 9 is the soil. Activity 9.3. Activity 9.3. To find the difference between different types of soil particles by feel method. You can find the type of soil particle by feeling with your fingers in dry and wet conditions. So sand is coarse to feel, while clay particles are smooth. Now wet these different types of soil particles and perform the experiment as follows. Take in your palm a soil sample, say sand or clay, and wet it with water drop by drop and rub it with your finger. Then what you will feel? Find out whether it is rough or smooth, whether the soil particles stick to your fingers or not. You knead the soil and try to make it in a ball by adding just enough water, and try to roll this ball into a cylinder on a flat surface, and try making other shapes also. Find out which type of soil particles can be made into a cylinder or any other shape. This experiment can be repeated by taking samples of soil from a garden, from a riverbed, and from roadside. And this activity clearly will help you understand why clay soil is best suited for making toys, pots, and statues. So by field method you can differentiate the soil. And how are earthen pots like matkas and surahi made? Black soil is used for this purpose, and soil is dried and cleaned off stone. Soil is dried and cleaned off stone, and it is then soaked in water in a large tank for about 8 to 10 hours. And after that, now horse dung is mixed and soil is then kneaded. The kneaded soil is placed in a wheel and given desired shape. And after this, the produced item is dried in air and given attractive colors. And finally, baking is done at high temperature, and horse dung is added to the soil so as to create pores in it, and this helps in evaporation of water and thus cooling the water inside. What is humus? Humus is found at or near the soil surface, and it is formed from the remains of the dead plants and animals by activity of the microorganism. How humus is formed? It is by the activity of microorganism or remains of dead plants. And humus is the nothing but non-living organic matter. More the humus in the soil, more fertile. If more humus is present in the soil, then it is more fertile. And soil water, moisture in soil. The amount of water held by soil depends upon its texture. Water is held by the soil in spaces between its particles. Some water goes down the particles due to the force of gravity. Due to the force of gravity, water is held by the soils in spaces between its particles, and some water goes down the particles due to the force gravity, and this water is called the gravitational water. Due to the force of gravity it goes down, and this water is called the gravitational water. Water is held between the soil particles due to capillary action, and this water is called capillary water and is the water available to the plant roots for the absorption. Next activity is the activity 9.4, to show the presence of water in soil sample. Method A. The presence of water in the soil can be demonstrated in a simple manner by taking the soil sample in plastic bag, closing it, then keeping it in the bright sun for a few hours. You will find many drops of water inside the plastic bag. Method B. What do you need? Soil sample, test tube, burner, test tube stand. How to do the test? Take a test tube and put about 2 spoonful of a soil sample in it and heat it on a flame. What do you observe? You will observe water droplets on the inner walls of the upper part of the test tube. And activity 9.5. Activity 9.5. To find out the amount of water retained by different types of soils like sandy, clay, and loamy, perform the following activity. find out the amount of water retained by different types of soil like sandy, clay and loamy, perform the following activity. Assemble apparatus as shown in the figure 9.5 and take 3 glass funnels and place one moist filter paper in each funnel. Touching its sides, put 15 grams of the soil samples in 3 funnels and then label it properly and note which funnel contains which soil. Place a beaker below each funnel and now pour 50 ml of water slowly in each funnel. You have to put 50 ml of water in each funnel. Then leave the apparatus for some time until active dropping of water from the funnel stops. And note the volume collected in the beakers below and which soil has retained more water and which one the least. And then you can calculate the percentage of water. Then you can calculate the percentage of water as follows. Weight of soil 15 gram. Weight of soil 15 gram. And volume of water poured in each funnel 50 ml. Then volume of water collected in the beaker x ml. And volume of water absorbed by the soil 50 minus x ml. Then percentage of water absorbed by the 50 minus x by 15 into 100. And weight of the soil is the 15. Then you can find any relationship between the particle size and the amount of water held by the soils. And then absorption of water by soil. Absorption of water by soil. So far you have learned that a sandy soil holds very little water due to bigger spaces present in it. Sandy soil, it contains very less amount of water because bigger spaces are present in it. Bigger spaces cannot hold capillary water. And a clay soil on the other hand can retain more water. Can you now explain the reason? Perform activity 9.5 to find this. Then soil air. What is the soil air? The size of the soil particles directly affects the size of the air pockets present in the soil. And a sandy soil has bigger air spaces than the other soils. And air is essential for the respiration of roots and the soil organisms. And soil air also affects the drainage of the soil. And the larger the air spaces, the more rapid is the drainage. For this reason, sandy soils are drier than clay ones. Means soil particles affects the size of air. Soil particles affect the size of air pockets present in the soil. And sandy soil has bigger air spaces than the other soils. And air is essential for the respiration of roots. Obviously, air is essential and for the soil organisms also. And soils air also affect the drainage of the soil. If larger the air space, the more rapid is the drainage. If air space is the larger, then drainage is also fast, rapid drainage. Soil organism. As we know that you must have seen earthworm coming out of the soil during the rainy season because in fact a number of organisms such as earthworm, bacteria, fungi and roundworms are found in the soil. And soil organisms are important because of the various uses. As you know, earthworms burrow the soil, swallow it and make it loose and soft. And microorganisms causes the decomposition of dead plants and animals. It causes the decomposition of plants and animals and release the mineral back to the soil. And the minerals can again be absorbed by the plant roots. Mineral cycling goes on this manner, and some bacteria are able to fix nitrogen in association with roots of legume plants like pea and gram. Now come to the activities 9.6. To observe the presence of organisms in soil. Select a small area of 1 square meter on the ground and water the ground with either plain water or a dilute solution of mustard condiment. What do you find? Then a number of earthworms and other organisms like insects, larvae, snails and centipedes come out from the soil. And then take 2 flasks and put fresh soil in 1 flask and soil sterilized by baking in the second flask. Now take 2 small tubes containing lime water. Suspend these tubes in the flask with the help of corks which exactly fit the mouth of the flask. Leave the flask for several days and then note your observations, and after that lime water in flask A turns milky while not changed in B. This activity demonstrates the production of carbon dioxide in flask A but not in B. Can you explain the reason why it is? Baking has destroyed microorganisms in flask B, so which were present in soil. In flask A, these microorganisms produced carbon dioxide from their respiration. From their respiration process, they produce the carbon dioxide, and in second B, it destroyed the microorganism. That's why it is not produced carbon dioxide. Oral questions. Oral questions are given for formative assessment. What is the process by which soil formation takes place called? Weathering. Answers, when you will read, then answers you can do with yourselves. Where is the term soil profile used? Which layer of soil is formed by the dead and decaying plants and animals? And name the type of soil having high percentage of clay particles and very less sand particles. And which type of soil has bigger air spaces than the other soils? Now come to the soil color. The different soil components impart a characteristic color to the soil as whole. Soil exhibit a variety of colors ranging from white, grey, yellow and red to black. Dark colored soils are richer in organic matter than the light colored soils, and red colored soils contain more of oxides of iron, and laterite soils deposit formed by subaerial alteration of rocks are also red colored. Thus the color of the soil gives you an idea about the chemicals it contains, and the soil color however also differs depending on the geographic location of the soil. And for instance, red and yellow colors of the soil increase from the cool regions to the equator. So till here you have to read. What is today I teach you, you have to read properly, and you have to every day when you will read small topics, then you get it is better for the exams. And what I teach you, different activities are there. Activities also you have to learn, you have to read, because activity also will come in exam for 6 marks. So what is the activities I taught you in this chapter you will learn, and after that you have to write in the rough copy. And weathering, what is the factors responsible for weathering, this one is also important. And first you should know that what is weathering, and then what is the process of weathering. So till here you have to read.